Make sure you have your homework study sheet to take home tonight to practice for your quiz tomorrow. So let's fill out the chart first. The first shape we talked about this week is the rectangle. And the formula to find the area of a rectangle is A equals L times W. You need to make sure you remember that because, of course, on your quiz tomorrow, there will be a chart and you'll have to fill it out. The next shape we learned was a square. And the formula for the area of a square is A equals S to the 2, or S squared. The next shape we learned was a triangle. And the formula for a triangle is A equals base times height divided by 2. The last shape that we learned was a circle. And the formula for the area of a circle, A equals pi times r squared, or to the 2. So you have 4 formula that you need to know. You need to memorize those formula for your quiz tomorrow so that you can find the area of those 4 shapes. On number 2, you have 2 rectangles. Now, just like we always do, we're going to answer one together, and then you'll have to do the other one for homework. So, let's do A. This is a rectangle, so area equals L times W. The L is the long one, and the W is the short one. So I've got 7.8 times 3.2. Outside calculation, 7.8 times 3.2. 2 times 8 is 16, carry your 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus the 1 that you carry is 15. Put your X and move to the 3. 3 times 8 is 24, carry your 2. 3 times 7 is 21, plus the 2 that you carried is 23. Add up your answer lines. 6 plus nothing is 6. 5 plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 2 plus nothing is 2. 1, 2 decimal spots. 1, 2 decimal spots. So the area of this rectangle is 24 and 96 centimeters squared. So you need to do B, the other rectangle, on your own for homework tonight, and we'll correct it tomorrow. Then we've got squares. So again, same thing. We're going to do C together today, and then you'll have to do D tonight for your homework to practice, and we'll correct it tomorrow before your quiz. So C is a square. So the formula for a square is A equals S to the 2. S is how big the side is, in this case 58. A equals 58 to the 2. Remember, that's an exponent, so it means 58 times 58. 2 58s times together. 8 times 8 is 64. Carry your 6. 8 times 5 is 40, plus the 6 that you carried. Put your X. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry your 4. 5 times 5 is 25, plus the 4 that you carried is 29. Add up your answer lines. 4 plus nothing is 4. 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 9 is 13, carry your 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. No decimal spots, no decimal spots. So area equals 3,364 centimeters squared. So based on what you know, you're going to have to do that tonight for homework. And then we keep going till we get the triangles. So here's two different triangles. The first one, we have to figure out where the base and the height is. So remember, the base and the height create the right angle. So here's your height, and here's your base. They meet up at the right angle. So area equals base times height divided by 2. Area equals base is 12.7 times 3.6 divided by 2. So we need to do our 12.7 times 3.6 first. Do your times first, then your divide. 6 times 7 is 42, carry your 4. 6 times 2 is 12, plus the 4 that you carried is 16, carry your 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 1 that you carried is 7, put your x, move to the 3. 3 times 7 is 21, carry your 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 2 that you carried is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. So you add your answer lines. 2 plus nothing is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry your 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 1, 2 answer lines. So decimal spots. 2 decimal spots, so 2 decimal spots. So area equals 45 and 72 divided by 2. So now we do our divide. So you take your 2 and you divide it into 45 and 72. So remember how to do your divide. 2 into 4. Look down your 4s, the closest thing without going over. Look on the side. What's your answer? Minus them and drop your 5. 2 into 5. So you look down the 2s till you get to the closest thing without going over. Look on the side. Decimal, decimal, drop your 7. You can't drop that 7 until you put a decimal in your answer. Look down your 2s, the closest thing to 17 without going over. Look on the side, what is your answer? Drop your last number. 2 into 12. Look down your 2s, what's the closest thing without going over? Look on the side, what goes up in your answer? 0 remainder. So, the area of this triangle is 22 and 86 meters squared. So you are going to need to do F by yourself. All right, so then we've got circles. There's G and H. Both of them have only a radius, and I'm pretty sure that on your quiz, I only gave you circles that have a radius. I don't think I gave you any that have a diameter. So you don't need to worry about splitting the diameter in half for your quiz. All right, so G. Area equals pi times r squared. Or you could just put r squared. Sorry, we've been working with that. My bad. Pi r squared. So area equals 3.14 times, how much is the r? 5.4. There's your radius to the 2. So that means 5.4 times 5.4. Not 5.4 times 2. BEDMAS says we have to do the exponents first. So 4 times 4 is 16, carry your 1. 4 times 5 is 20, plus the 1 that you carried is 21. Put your x. 5 times 4 again is 20, carry your 2. 5 times 5 is 25, plus the 2 that you carried is 27. 6 plus nothing is 6. 1 plus nothing is 1. 2 plus 7 is 9, and 2 plus nothing is 2. 1, 2 decimal spots, 1, 2 decimal spots. So area equals 3.14 times 29.16. Now remember, we've worked on this before. It's a quick trick. When you're timesing, put the number that has the most digits, the longest number, the bigger number, on top. So I'm going to put the 29.16 and then the 3.14 on the bottom. Now don't forget, you don't have to line up the decimals when you're timesing. It just worked out that way for this one. 4 times 6, 24. Carry your 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus the 2 that you carried is 6. 4 times 9 is 36. Carry your 3. 4 times 2 is 8, plus the 3 that you carried is 11. Put your x, move to the 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 9 is 9, and 1 times 2 is 2. Put 2 x's and move to the 3. 3 times 6 is 18, carry your 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 1 that I carried is 4. 3 times 9 is 27, carry your 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 2 that I carried is 8. I have 3 answer lines, so make sure you add all of the answer lines up together. So 4 plus nothing is 4, 6 plus 6 is 12, carry your 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 1 again is 8, plus 8 is 16, carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 9 is 11, plus 4 is 15, carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 7 is 11, carry your 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal spots. So the area of my circle is 91 and 5,624 meters squared. So as you can see, the circle is probably the most complex of the areas that you've learned. But remember, on your quizzes, you get marks for each part of this. So think about it. You get a mark for writing the right formula. You get a mark for replacing the right things in the formula. You get a mark for getting the right answer, for putting the right unit of measurement, for all your outside calculations. So just remember, let's say you messed up on one of your calculations. You're still gonna get that mark and that mark and that mark and that mark. Like, don't just give up on it because you think you might have got it wrong. Just try your best and just work through it step by step. It's a lot like bed maths. So you're gonna take this home. You're gonna try to answer the questions that we left blank. You bring it back tomorrow, remember, bring it back tomorrow, we'll correct it, then you can hand it in for extra marks. Remember, if you don't have it, then you're going to need to write down the answers in your math notebook. So good luck and study hard.